MLB Facts that sound fake but are actually true, Part 2. From the years 1994 to 2008, Greg Maddux started 496 games and walked 492 players. That's a crazy ratio. Roger Clemens never threw a no-hitter. The 1899 Cleveland Spiders have 101 road losses, which is a road loss record that is technically unbreakable with the current MLB schedule not even having enough road games. Lyle Overbay had more doubles than Mickey Mantle. Lyle has 356 of them, Mickey only has 344. Bob Watson scored MLB's 1 millionth run in 1975. Prince Fielder and Cecil Fielder have the same number of home runs on the nose. Tony Gwynn had more 4-base hit games than he had multi-strikeout games. John Olerud hit only 13 triples in his career, but has still hit for the cycle twice in his career. In 1976, the White Sox experimented with having shorts as part of their team uniform. The fashion trend did not catch long term though. In 1996, Vinny Castella hit 40 home runs, 113 RBIs on 30.4%. In 1997, Vinny Castilla hit 40 home runs, 113 RBIs on 30.4%. On August 4th, 1982, Joel Youngblood became the first and only player so far to get hits for 2 different teams in 2 different cities on the same day, and he hit these hits from Hall of Fame pitchers. Let me explain. He started his day on August 4th as a center fielder for the Mets. He was on the road facing the Chicago Cubs. After the 3rd inning, he was traded to the Expos, and the Expos requested that he comes and plays for them the same evening. He left that game hitting a single and drove 2 runs from the Hall of Fame pitcher Fergie Jenkins. The Expos were facing the Phillies, so he only had to take a 90-minute flight, and he was up and ready to play. He hit an infield single against Hall of Fame pitcher Steve Carlton in that game. During the 1977 season, Dave Kingman played for all 4 divisions in the same season. He did this by playing for 4 different teams, being the Mets, Padres, Angels, and Yankees that year. The Cincinnati Reds had the best record in all of baseball in 1981, yet did not make the playoffs. Let me explain. This is because there was a strike in the middle of the season, and the MLB cut the season into 2 halves. The first half champion and the second half champion would play in the division series before the league championship series. To make a long story short, by technicality, the Reds finished second in both halves. They were 0.5 games behind the Dodgers in the first half and 1.5 games behind the Astros in the second half. But if you combine both halves, they would technically have the best record, going 66-42. The record for the longest streak of teams between getting a no-hit belongs to the Cubs at 7,920. Alphabetically speaking, starting with last name then first name, David Aardsma is the first MLB player alphabetically speaking. And that's mainly because his last name starts with 2 A's in it. But what's the big deal here? Well, the catch is Tony Zick is the last player alphabetically speaking, as his last name starts with a Z and a Y. Aardsma's last season was 2015, which was the year Zick made his debut, and both played for the Mariners. Derek Jeter got his 3,000th hit at 2 p.m. on the nose. Jeff Bagwell and Frank Thomas were both born on May 27, 1968, and they both won MVP in the year 1994. For most of his career, Joey Gallo has hit more home runs than singles. Only up until recently has his single total caught up to his home run total. He hit a total of 190 home runs and 207 singles, but from 2016 to 2020, he hit 114 home runs and just 110 singles. So here were MLB Facts that sound fake but are actually true, Part 2. Let me know if you want to see a Part 3. Don't forget to grand slam that like button and subscribe with notifications turned on. I'm Home Run Rewind, and I'll fast forward to you later.